Hey
Hey,
there,
hey, everybody,
everybody.
how you doing?
Welcome to day 3 of Sisters BAM. It's our final day. We have a great lineup for you today of wonderful artisans, artists, designers, craftsmen, and all black as well. So please share with your friends, share with your neighbors, your loved ones, our live video, and also share YouTube for those who are not on Facebook. What's our YouTube information, Lavalais?
It is Bamboozle.
It is.
I'm sorry, blackartistmarketplace.com. I'm just still, I'm a little lost. So
Okay.
I'm Lavalais, and you are.
And I'm Ella. So, welcome again to the Black Artist Marketplace Day 3. We're excited to be here. We've had a few ups and downs this weekend, but we're going to keep it rolling, definitely. Um,
Yeah, we already got some people in the house. We got Cali, we got Philly, and New York. Uh, so, hello, everybody. Glad
yes.
to see you made it back for day 3.
And hello,
All
you
right.
YouTubers as well. Hey, YouTube, if you want to comment as well, I can see those comments. Lavalais can see those comments. Our YouTube channel is youtube.com/Black Artist Marketplace. Go there and you can watch us there as well. Okay. But please comment. Let us know where you are, everybody. Let us know where you are for day 3. All right.
Yeah, and I'm interested in knowing how you guys spend your day. I mean, we got to stay right here and watch this whole show. And I see most of you guys watch the whole show. So do you just are you do you get a good break, or you get yourself a glass of wine and sit back and chill for a couple of hours and then take a break? How do you do your day
Yeah. Yeah.
with us?
Let us know. Let us know. And if you're not able to watch it live, also, you know that every video is reviewable, so you can go back and watch it again. Nobody's gonna miss anything except for first dibs on all the items. That's what you get with watching live. You get first choices on especially all those one of a kind pieces that each designer presents. Okay. I see more people. Someone's asking about the hat that you're wearing. Adiba's asking about the hat. Who is that designer, Lavalais?
Oh man, this is Carletta. Carlotta.
Okay.
Carlotta's been making hats for us as long as I can remember. Carlotta is very eclectic in my idea, in my sense of what she does and how she puts her things together. So um, I've been knowing her from way back in the day too, and
Okay.
so this is one of her designs, and
Where is
that's
she located?
Carlotta.
Does she have a business name?
Yeah. I think Carlotta is in. She's in New York. She's in Harlem.
Okay.
I don't know her shop or anything like that. She's originally from St. Louis, Missouri, though I know that. And she was at Jazz Fest during the last 2 years, way over in the corner.
Okay.
So
Okay.
yeah,
Good
and
to know.
I see her every year at BAM.
Uh-huh.
When we go to
Okay.
BAM every year, I get a chance to see her.
That's one
So
show I don't go to. Don't ask me why. I just have never done BAM. For those that are outside of New York, BAM is the what's the name? It's an acronym for um
Brooklyn Academy of Music.
thank you. Brooklyn Academy of Music. It's a festival that happens every year in the summer, I believe in June in Brooklyn, and it is a go-to festival, and a lot of the artists that you see on our show do that BAM, which is the old BAM. This is the new BAM, and that's the outdoor physical one. And so I've never done that show, and I couldn't tell you why, but I hear it's a great event.
It's not only great, it is the best event. It's
Okay.
the best event because when you go to Brooklyn, you don't see very much straight hair at all, and everybody shines. I mean, they just look glorious in their whole entire putting together of what it is that they do and how they come out, because it's the first part of spring
Yes.
in Manhattan. So, and you know what it's like to be locked up all winter long, and then comes springtime and you're able to go out and see all those colors. And I mean, it's just it's an amazing event, I can tell you that. So
That's what
you
I
know,
heard. Like, all, I mean, especially in New York, all the beautiful people come out. You know, all the queens and all the kings, they're out in all their glory. And
uh,
for the as a festival aspect, I think it's probably a fabulous experience to be there. That's one of the great festivals. Another great one that we always do is in New Orleans Jazz Festival. For people that have never been to that, that is a bucket list go to event, and that's another event that we all go to. And it's always the last weekend in April and the first weekend in May, 2 weekends. It's a glorious event set on the fairgrounds in uh, in what part of New Orleans is that,
oh
Lala?
man, that's in central part of, we call it the Central Business
Okay.
District over in that area. But it's out at the racetrack. It's put on at the racetrack. And if you've never been to New Orleans, then you really get a chance to you hear the music of New Orleans. You get the spirit of New Orleans, and you get to eat New Orleans.
Everything is there. If you just went to that show and didn't see any other part of New Orleans, you get, like Lavalais said, the sounds, great music. There's at least 7 stages, everything from blues to jazz to rock to uh,
Gospel.
gospel, everything is there. And then, of course, I mean, at least 50 or more food booths, probably more than that. Uh, I'm trying to think of what my favorite that I go down there for. Some crawfish Monica. That is my
I was gonna
go-to.
say, I was gonna say crawfish Monica is probably your
Crawfish
favorite.
Monica, yes. And then, of
Yeah, I
course,
like
you
that.
have us in the marketplace, and there's probably 30 or 40 booths of wonderful artists showing their work. So that's another must do, go to festival of the year. And I hope they all come back because these are great. These are really great. Another good one is Capital Jazz. Um, Capital Jazz is always in June, and it's in Columbia, Maryland. Um, the music there is a little bit different. It's a little more R&B, soulful, maybe a little bit of hip hop, but again, good foods, and it's all about the shopping. Capital Jazz, great artists
Yeah,
there.
yeah, it's about the shopping. And if you've never been to that one, you can believe me that the people come out at 6 o'clock. They plan the night before how they're
Yes,
gonna get their space the next day. So they start planning real early to come to that festival to figure out, because you can bring your tent, you can bring in your coolers, you can bring in your chairs, you can bring in just about anything that you can get in. And believe me, they party. I mean, the sororities set up their tents, the friends of friends set up their tents. I mean, it's a party. And then you got the great music. So
when Lavalais says 6 o'clock, he's saying there are lines of people at 6 a.m. in the morning, lined up at the gate, ready to come in. And when those gates open, people come in and they run. They run to get their space and set up their tents, set up their blankets, and get all that set out. And then they start shopping. Then they come and look at all that we have to offer. So another great event to attend when we get back out there and do festivals. And it may not be this year, but hopefully next year. So, yeah.
yeah. Hey, look, I saw somebody special in the house that I wanted to holler at. I thought I saw Denise scoring. in the house.
Ah, yes.
And,
Okay.
and if I'm not correct, correct me, but I think I saw Denise Goring in the house.
And
If
Denise
Denise
says
Goring is in the house, holler back at me. We would
she's
love,
like
love,
peace from the
love to have
the boogie down. Denise scoring from the Bronx. Okay, she is a New Yorker through and through.
you.
So good to see her definitely. Anybody else want to give a shout out as to where they are located? We'd love to see you. I did see. I think I saw Midland, Texas, who's hanging in there strong.
Yes.
Thank you, Robin. I see Brooklyn, North Carolina, always great supporters. We guys really do appreciate you coming on every show, watching every show, and we still need to hear how you do the day. How you sit with your glass of wine and watch us like a TV channel. Like, let us know. We're really interested. Yeah.
Yeah, we want to know what's going on. Um, First, let us apologize to you guys for we had planned on showing our video from yesterday's show that we had pre-taped, and it's with Setawa Amorum out of New Orleans, a dancer, philanthropist. She's just everything. We had planned to replay her video today, but yesterday, because of our technical issues, we ended up stripping or deleting her video. So we don't have her video today to run back. You're going to have to go back on YouTube. It was on YouTube or Facebook yesterday, and you can probably see it if you missed it. I sure hope that you will check it out. If you go back on yesterday's show, it's at the very beginning of our show.
Mm-hmm.
So, and we apologize again to her for not being able to show it again, because we know she didn't get a chance to see it yesterday either. That's why we had to tape it. So,
But yes, this show has been fraught with technical difficulties. But like I said earlier, we are rolling along and keeping it moving. Definitely. I have to say hi to Detroit and Michigan and Chicago. Also, I want to say if you're missing Galerie today, Gail Robertson, she wasn't able to be part of our show. She wasn't quite ready, and just want to let you guys know. All right.
yeah, so today we'll be filling that spot in with a little bit about Adrian, and then we're gonna extend a little bit of our show about. We're gonna let I think it's Joyce Lomax and Gail have a little extended time if they can. So we have to fill that hour also. But we're gonna give you guys a great show. First of all, we're gonna have Stuart for today's lineup. We got Stuart McLean. Then we
Yes.
got Joyce Lomax, right?
Yes. We have Joyce Lomax, and then following Joyce Lomax, I don't have it in front of me. Oh, here we go. We're
Our
going to
tribute.
do we're going to do our tribute to Adrian. Just a small dedication to her, from between 5 and 6 ish in that time frame. We have Art to Wear by Gail. She's going to start a little bit earlier today, 15 minutes early. So if you want to tune into her, she's coming on at 5:45 Eastern Standard Time. I want you to remember that so you don't miss any of her work. And she'll be running for an hour, 15 minutes, okay? And then from 7 to 8, we have Aaron with Unities and the tie-dye clothing that you all love. And we will be ending the night with hats and jewelry from myself, Ella Isaac, Lips Hats, and
And
Lavalais.
Lavalais.
Yes, Bamboozle by Lavalais, who amazing jewelry. I loved all his ear spears yesterday. I don't know what he's going to show today. So he always keeps it quiet for me. So it's always a surprise, you know. I don't know what's going to come on. Let's see who else is in the house.
Oh man, we Terrence is back with us again. We got Robin from Midland, Texas, back in again with us. Oh, and let me take a minute because we're getting on there in a minute or two. We're gonna be having our show, But I want to also express, I see that there are a lot of artists that are on the show today. So look, if you're interested in auctioning off something for Adrian and to all our guests, you're going to have a special next weekend, because next weekend we're going to try and put together a lockathon for our friend Adrian Lockett, where we're all going to donate a piece, and then you're going to be able to bid on that piece. So if you're interested in any of the artists that we've had on, some of them that we even hadn't had on yet, that will be donating pieces so that you can bid on them, then we hope that you will be with us next weekend. We haven't set the time, we haven't set the exact date yet, because everything moved a little faster on us than what we had planned. This was in a planning stage before our friend passed. Our friend just recently passed. So we're trying to still put this together. And so you guys, please just check your emails, check Facebook. We're going to let you know. We will, it's in conjunction with Brother Larry Pancho Brown. So you guys will get to see Pancho. We know we got a lot of Pancho fans. So the three of us, probably somebody else we don't know yet. Like I said, we're still in the planning stages. So, but we know we're going to have a lockathon, and all of the artists will be able to contribute something, and we will be able to auction that off, and all the proceeds will be going to Adrian Lockett.
Yeah, so again, if you're an artist out there and you want to donate a piece for the auction, which will be next Friday, please contact either myself or Lavalais, or you can email us at blackartistmarketplace@gmail.com. And we would love and appreciate everyone, if you can, to donate a piece of your work, which goes towards the auction, which in turn, once it's sold, all the proceeds will go to Adrian's family. Okay.
Yeah, and Pancho. You can also contact Pancho.
You can contact Poncho as well. Okay.
If you can get a hold of him.
So then you have myself or Lavalais to contact. Or like I said, directly through our email, blackartistmarketplace@gmail.com. Okay. Just making a note of who else is in the house. Los Angeles, I see you. And St. Louis, Bowie, Maryland, South Jersey, Detroit. Okay, everybody. Okay.
All right.
All right. I think we have a little bit of music to show you, and just to get us in the spirit and ready to shop with our first artist. So let the tape roll, I guess, is what they used to say.
together. It's so many races and so many faces. No time to get complacent. Let's raise the vibration. Dance, second line, whatever you feel. Clap your hands, it's a wonderful vibe. I enjoy the energy I see side to side. Do whatever it takes to make it come alive.
So when I see you, my heart starts pounding with a rhythm that makes me dance. You remind me of those Havana evenings in Cuba and Congo Square. Let's do the rumba and then bambula. Let the drums take us away to a place where love boils over in Cuba and Congo Square.
Okay. All right. I know we've shown it before, but on previous shows, but it's a great video. It really is. So
Oh man,
yeah,
yeah,
puts you
that's
in the right
Mr.
spirit, calms us down, gets us ready for the day, right?
Oh yeah, that's Mr. Luther Gray from Bambula 2000.
Okay.
So if you ever do come to Jazz Fest, you will see him somewhere there doing that.
Okay. So I think we're ready. We've got 2 minutes for our next artist. I think he's ready. You can see Lavalais.
Oh, do I get to introduce Mr. Stuart McLean?
You should.
Well, this next artist that's coming to us has been around. Uh, he's originally from Trinidad. Let me say that first of all. So he came to America from Trinidad, and he came from Trinidad with a set of skills that were involving leather. He was a leather craftsman and did belts and designed belts. And so when he came to America, into New York City, he started doing that. That was his first love. So he started out designing belts and doing belts. Eventually, he opened his own store, started really producing other things, and then he moved to Dallas for a while, where he also had a store or manufacturing, should I say, more than store. But he somehow or another he found that he was able to paint on the fabrics that he was dealing with. So he started painting using acrylic paint on fabrics and things of that nature. So then he came back to New York, where I met him in the 90s, and he started another shop, and he was doing street work and shows and all kinds of things, but he was doing mostly clothing and stuff. He didn't start back into he got back into his roots of the art world. And so today you will see that he does his art, and he also continues to do his leather crafts. So we're going to have some of his leather bags. We're going to have some of his artwork. His artwork shows his own traditions in terms of carnival. And the thing about his paintings are that they tend to be three-dimensional. He builds up layers and layers and layers of paint until you might not see this on the photos that or the paintings that we're going to show, but I guarantee you they're all raised by him putting layers and layers and layers of paint. And that's the intensity of his work. So welcome to the show, Mr. Stuart McLean.
Hi, welcome. Welcome. Thanks for having me again. I enjoy doing your shows with you and you and Ella, and it's great, and it's great exposure for everybody. So thanks for having me again. First of all, I'd like to say we lost a really good friend this week, Adrian Lockett. and we want to give. I want to give, and my family want to give condolences to her family. And she's gone, but she's never forgotten because she was a dear friend. She stayed with me in Atlanta, stayed with me in New Orleans, and we always had a great time. Myself and Greta, we still always had a good time, and she would sorely be missed. And her work will transcend and carry on for centuries because she did some fantastic work. So, as I said, I know you feel this way too because she was very dear to you too, and I know that, and your family.
Yeah,
So, that one was a hard one, for
Yeah.
all
yeah.
of us that knew it.
She broke bread with all of us. I mean,
Yes, she sure did, sure did.
there's not an artist that doesn't know her
Yeah,
or one of her customers. Because if
yeah,
you are
yeah.
one time you are her customer, you're her
Yeah, you'll
customer
always
for
be a
life.
customer. Yeah. Well, I call them collectors because her work was artistry with different types of materials. That's all it is. She, like yourself, she did stuff that nobody else did. That's the reason why they collect your work and they collect her work. As I said, she's sorely be missed. She spent a weekend with me recently in New Orleans a couple of years ago, and we had a ball. We had a ball. So, as I said, gone but not forgotten, and we love
Yeah,
her dearly. So
Thank you for
thanks
that.
again for having me. I'm ready to show my works.
All right.
yeah.
Ella, I know you feel the same way too. So
Yes, definitely. Definitely.
yes, 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 yes.
It's all yours, Stuart.
Okay. Well, I wanted to talk about my pieces, and where are
Okay, Stuart, are you there?
they? I'm here.
Are,
I'm here.
are you
Okay.
waiting for your art to come up?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
Okay.
It's coming 1 second. As we wait, tell a little bit about yourself, as though for those that don't know you.
Well, as a Lavalais, so he kind of summed it up all the way. I came from Trinidad at a young age to do fashion, to go to FIT and do fashion. That transcended into me creating leather products for many different companies. I mean, larger companies, uh, Patricia Fields, Bloomingdale's, Burdock, companies like that, and designing leather work. And I thought that's the way I was going to be totally. But my mother was an artist when I was younger, and I think that stayed in my blood. And I just started career, as I said, on fabric from damaging some clothing, and that transcended into me doing clothing and selling clothing, and then even finally design clothing also, and working with different designers and doing artwork on the clothing, and transcending that into where I am right now. And I where I am right now is where I know I needed to be as an artist. This is a visual artist. Is my life. That's as I said, it was my mother's life, and I've realized that this is my calling. Visual art. Like right now, I'm working on some huge pieces, like 6 feet, 7 feet, 8 feet. So I'll be ready to show those in a different arena sometime soon. So that's what I'm really excited about that.
Okay, wow. We're looking forward to seeing that too.
Yes.
I did just get a message from my engineer that we don't have any slides for you, unfortunately. And I'm wondering whether you have pieces live to show us. I'm sorry about that, but we don't have any slides from you.
No, let me see if there's anything that I can do.
Okay.
Well, I don't have everything. The only thing that I have is one of the pieces that was on the slides, and this is one of my pieces that I want to show on the slide. This piece is
Okay.
called Junkanoo, and it's 22 by 26, and this piece is 1100. So this is just what I was going to show in some of my accessories, but I did not know this. This is fun. I'm glad to be here and glad to show my stuff. So
We're,
I
we're,
don't have it.
we're having to learn to pivot right on the spot on this show
Yes,
at the
yes,
moment
yes,
and
yes.
see what we can do to show your work. I do hope that you have something else that you can show because uh,
Well,
our
I have this one.
our
I'm going to
images
show
are
this. because the pieces that I had on the slide before, they were not framed. So I'm sure I was just showing people how the pieces look framed. This is another piece.
Okay.
Yeah, that's framed. Young girl. So and that's basically all I have right now.
And those two pieces, you didn't get a price on the second one?
I'm sorry, the second piece it's the second piece it's $220 and the shipping is included.
Okay. What's the medium for that
This
piece?
is acrylic on canvas. It's acrylic on canvas panel, and they're nicely framed. The frames are wood and they're acid-free mats. So I take the time. I get my framer to take the time to give the collector something that could be passed on to their children or their grandchildren or whatever. So they're all originals. They're all one of a kind. I don't reproduce any of a kind.
And do you have a lot of your work on your website?
Yes, I do. My website is being worked on right now, but I have my Facebook site is Stuart McLean Fine Art and Accessories, and my Instagram is Stuart McLean Fine. So you can find my work on those things. This one. I'm sorry. Let me. I have some more pieces, but they actually not. Let me see that one there. Let me show another one. I'm
Thank you
sorry.
for working with us, Stuart.
Yes, yes. I do apologize. This is another piece. What is this called? There's another one of my pieces. I don't think this piece is called Dogan. This piece is called Dogan. It's acrylic on canvas, and I recently had these framed. This piece is also 22 by 26, and it's 1100.
Okay. And is that raised like Lavalais
Yes,
was?
it's great. So you can't
Okay.
really see it on the thing, but it's a buildup of paint. So you might be able to see the purple. It looks like beads, but it's not beads. It's actually paint that I put paint on top of paint on top of paint. So like the gold, you can see the beading also a little bit. So what I put that's the bottom layer is like two layers of gold paint, and then the beading is another two layers. So it's just layering the paint so you can see better. Like you see the blue down there. It has
Yes.
blue, and then on top of it, it has some lines. So that's another layer of paint that I put the dots on top of there. So that's another layer of paint. So that's
And
how I
these are
do it.
original pieces.
These are all
So
original. I only do original. There's some. I was the feature artist at a few shows, so those are the only times. And I have 5 pieces that were reproduced in all my artistic lifetime. If I've been painting, I've only had 5 pieces reproduced, and only pieces that were done for like Capital Jazz or Essence or something like that. That was the only thing that have been reproduced.
I didn't know that about you, that most
Yeah,
of your pieces were originals. You know,
every
see
last
the
one of
album.
them. Besides the 5 pieces being a feature artist for Capital Jazz, the Baltimore Fine Art Show, and Essence. Everything else is one of a kind original. Every last piece is a one of a kind original, and I keep it that way because reproducing them, you can't get you really can't see the vibrance of the color, and
Mm-hmm.
you can't envision the 3D look
Right.
by just unless I embellish it. But
Right.
it's the detail on my original pieces are, if I should say so, it's different. So I try to keep it originals for that reason. So the collector gets something, and I prefer to take a little more time and create something original for the collector.
Got it.
Yeah,
Can you bring me back into the conversation here for a second?
sure.
Um, because I think that we're going to have a solution for not having Stewart's work available.
Okay.
To me, this is to me and to everybody out there. What I'd like to do is to close the show for the next 30, 40 minutes. We will upload Stewart's photographs. We will continue on with Joyce Lomax at the time that Joyce Lomax is on in the next hour. Joyce Lomax will be on. And then after Joyce Lomax, we'll bring Stewart back in with his things to fill that hour. And then we'll go on with our show. So I
Oh,
hope
thank
you
you so much.
guys, so I hope you guys. I think that that's a solution for what's happened. Okay.
Okay, and
So
then Stuart can show his work and definitely look forward to that, people. So what Lavalais is saying is we are going to go off live for the next 50 minutes. We'll be back at the top of the hour, which is 4 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. That's when Joyce Lomax comes on from 4 to 5. And then Stuart McLean will resume his showing, his presentation from 5 to 6 Eastern Standard Time. So please come on back if you're a fan of Stuart's. We apologize. We need to get his work up so he can do the best possible presentation. Okay? So
yeah, so please, everybody, is that okay with everybody? Can you give us a shout out and let us know if you
Well,
if you were with us?
I had a 5:30 appointment, so but I'll be back. I'll be back. I'll hang in there because I don't want you to mess your whole shop. You know.
well, we want you to show your work, so yes,
Okay.
it's important to us. So as much as we can get shown for you, then do we need that amount of time, Lavalais, to load those pictures?
Yeah, Zeke says he needs that amount of time.
Needs 45 minutes. Okay. All right. All right, guys, we'll be back in 45 minutes. Stay tuned and look for that notification that we're back on. Okay.
Thank you,
Thank
guys.
you. All right. Bye.